there are several areas that we can focus on, but primarily we should look at, well, developing varieties that are high yielding, because if you go out to compete with the international community, you know, cassava is not only grown in Ghana. Ghana is the #3 producer of cassava in Africa and the 5th in the world, which means there are other players out there and they are all producing cassava. Some of them are expanding, well, the land areas. Others are using, well, the products, the varieties, to increase yields. And Ghana, where do we stand? So the other option is to look at the varieties that will produce high yields per unit area, and that is what we are focusing our attention now. And once the scientists are able to achieve that, then the next step will be for the farmers to also buy into it. And the farmers, we should note that they are also businessmen. No farmer is now planting cassava for the sake of it. They are planting it for the different markets that are available, and then they use some or the excess to feed themselves and then their well, communities. And so we must also look at how we can convince the farmers to look at the varieties that are high yielding but cannot be used for some of our local food dishes. And so we cannot develop the industries to come and compete with the users in the local or for the households. And so the researchers have developed some varieties that we cannot use for some of the local foods, that is to or pound as fufu and eat. And for me, that is very good. It's one of the progress that we have made as far as the industry is concerned, so that we will look at how we can expand production of those materials to feed the emerging markets, the processing markets, so that that will not compete with the local or food preparation. Because if the market is going to compete with another market, then you can imagine what will happen. But again, we are also mindful of the fact that we cannot only develop the varieties that will be used for processing. So alongside, we are also looking at developing some high-yielding varieties that we can also use for the local food preparation. And so the industry, yes, the prospects are very high, and we believe that if we can get the right markets, then we can advance the cassava industry to another level that will be highly beneficial to the country.